All right, check it out. This too tough. This is my tough talk. I'm just over last week. The big fight was Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence. Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia for the IBF welterweight title. And Errol Spence kind of demolished Mikey Garcia. Hopefully, it won't be the end of Mikey Garcia's good days as a boxer. But he kind of demolished Mikey Garcia in the fight, 12 rounds unanimous decision. And that's basically it. I can't, there's no more description on that one. He totally outclassed him in every step of the way. But on the undercard, you had two heavyweight fights. Charles Martin fought, and Chris Arreola fought. They both were victorious over their undefeated prospects that they had faced. Um, Martin's opponent was disqualified for continuously hitting him below the belt, and Arreola stopped his guy after that guy kept collapsing on the floor. Anyway, so I don't really know what's happening next. My best choice for each of these guys is to face each other, but it might be a situation of Arreola is about to face Luis Ortiz, and Charles Martin might be about to fight Joe Joyce. And if that's the case, if Joe Joyce and Charles Martin fight, that sets him up to prepare for a left-hander, and then he could face possibly Luis Ortiz if Luis Ortiz fights Arreola. Arreola fought a southpaw, so I was saying like maybe they was getting him ready for a southpaw, Charles Martin or Luis Ortiz. Anyway, so that was that. Luis Nery came back. He won. He beat Joe Arroyo. Um, Not really sure what's about to happen with him because in those lower weight divisions, the political landscape is really divided amongst the major players. Because the major players in boxing is in the U.S. side anyway is PBC, who has the Fox and Showtime deals set. Top Rank, who's affiliated with ESPN. Now, Top Rank also is affiliated with Frank Warren's people over in the UK. So all of the Frank Warren's people get aired on ESPN. Then you have the Zone, the app, the Zone, and that's Eddie Hearn's people, but that's also Golden Boy's people. So there's two promoters that actually work within the Zone. It's a few other ones because you got lesser ones like the Bella, and obviously Triple G just signed a deal to start his own promotional company. So you got like lesser known players like that. The World Boxing Super Series was on the Zone, and that's I think Solomon. Solomon is the one that does that. Him and Schaefer. So so those are those. So it's kind of hard in those lower weight classes. So I don't know really what's up ahead for Lewis Neary. And the main fight leading into the main event was Benavidez versus Jellian Love. Now, Benavidez was the former WBC 168-pound champion, but he lost his title because of him sniffing some cocaine. They placed him as a champion in recess. Darrell fought Yildirim back in February. I believe it was back in February for the vacant title that Benavidez had to relinquish. Darrell won by they stopped the fight because of cuts, and Darrell was up on the card, so he won. And Benavidez called him out immediately after the fight. Now Darrell was seeming hesitant because he was just seeming hesitant. He didn't seem like he wanted to fight. All right, so that's that. Now I went over these fights more or long things, so check out the prior videos or whatever. I went a little bit more in depth in all of the fights. So, but I want to do a recap. Kevin Farmer beat Carroll in Philly on Friday. Katie Taylor unified another lightweight title in the female division. Um, Luke Campbell came back with an impressive victory. He's maintaining his mandatory status for that lightweight title. And beat Selecki beat Gabe Rosado, and he earned a